So this is the demo of the PhonePe clone app that we're gonna make within this video tutorial series. So here you can see that it just look like a PhonePe app. Here we have the transactions. Okay, so welcome to Techno Learning. In this video we're gonna make PhonePe UI clone app. Okay, so for that we have to open the Android Studio firstly. So let me open the Android Studio, and then I have to create a new project. After creating a new project, I have to select empty activity, click on next. Here you have to give the name of the project. So I'm giving the name as PhonePe, then click on finish. Okay, afterwards it will take few moments, and then you have to go to within this build.gradle, and here we have to add few dependencies. Okay, so let me add them here. So first of all, let me maximize the screen so that you can see the code. And now I have to write the same word, a keyword like implementation. Then here I have to give the dependency name, like I need vector drawable here. So Android X dot vector drawable, such that vector drawable, and here we have to give the version for the particular dependency that we are using within this series. Okay, then the another dependency, which is the card view. Okay, so the same thing will be followed up, like you have to type that word, and here you have to give the dependency, also the dependency version. You can find these dependencies on the internet also. If you don't want to type, then search for these dependency and copy them and paste it here. But if I'm writing here, then you can also copy it like that. Okay, so it is to provide the legacy support, and then version v4. Okay, so now the version is given, and I'm just syncing it by clicking on sync now, so that the dependencies can be downloaded. Okay, so the dependencies are downloaded right now, and we have got them. So now what we're gonna do is to go to projects, and within that we have to make few packages. So right click, go to new, then click on package. After that you have to give the package name. So we need various packages like model, and then another package, its name is like UI. So it will contain the fragment as well as the activities which are responsible for the UI view. Okay, now the another package, and here I have to give the name for this package also, like helper, and then another package, and this package name is adapter. It's mainly used for the recycler views that we're going to use within this project. Okay, so now we have to move this main activity to the UI. Okay, so let me just cut it and paste it here. Okay, I have just drag and drop, but it is not appearing to be. But if you click on clean project by going to build now you can see that it is under UI package. Okay, so now we have to create few classes within this model package. The same thing, right click, go to new, and Java class. Here we have to give the name for the particular model. So the first model is the dealer model, and then the another model is offer model. Okay, so what does this dealer model mean, offer model means? These things, like you can see that dealer can be termed as merchant, and offers, like you see offers on various apps, it contains images and like text like 50% off. So we are creating models for them. Then the transaction model. Okay, so transaction model is there, and now we are in this dealer model, and we have to create the fields for this. So the fields are like dealer name, discount offer, then we have another discount amount, and again we have the discount way. Okay, and like that the last one is this, and it is discount details. Okay, so like you have seen in various apps, like if you use this app to pay then you gonna get this much amount of discount. Then right click and go to generate, and here you have to generate the constructor first. Select all and click on OK. So you have generated this. You can do the same by clicking alt plus insert, and then again right click. Then these are getter and setters that we have got it. So this is completed. Now we are within this offer model. We have to follow the same for this offer model also. So first of all, we have to create the fields. Okay, so make them like private and then a string. Then we have this offer, and then we have offer detail. Okay, and then we have like image. So image will be from drawables, that's why we have taken it within this integer. And then right click and go to generate, or you can do the same by alt plus insert. Then you have to click on the first, that is constructor, select all, click on OK. Again right click, go to generate, and then go to getter and setter, then select all and OK. Okay, and we have generate for getter and setter. Actually that was not generated earlier. Okay, so now we are within this transaction model, and now what we gonna do here is to make again private string. Then we have to give its fields like transaction date, and then we have transaction medium, and then transaction dealer, like transaction merchant to whom you have paid. Transaction amount is needed, and again we have transaction amount credited or debited. And then we have the image for this, and it's like this. And again what we gonna do, right click, alt plus insert you can use, then generate for the constructor. Again alt plus insert, and then click on getter setter, select all, shift and use arrow keys to select all, then click on OK. So getter setter done, constructor done. So this model is completed. Now we have to create few more things within this UI. So just go to new, then fragment, and you have to choose the fragment here, which is fragment blank. Here you have to give the name of the fragment. So I will be giving the name as home fragment here, and then I'll be clicking on finish. Okay, again what we're gonna do is go to fragments again, and then actually it is taking some time to get sync out. So again I click and it appears. Okay, so here you have to give the fragment name again. So I will be giving the fragment name as offer fragment here. Okay, so now one more fragment is needed, new, and then go to fragments and blank, and here you have to give the fragment name again. So I'll be giving the fragment as account fragment. Okay, so again one more fragment, but it is syncing. It will take few moments to appear, and then go to fragment, then again fragment blank. Here you have to give the fragment name. So I will be giving the fragment name as transaction fragment. Okay, so again one more fragment is needed, and this is boarded fragment, like blank, and then I have to give the fragment name here. So just go to this name and remove this blank, and here you have to give like payment fragment. Okay, so again the same will be followed, as we need various fragment within this app. This app is a very big app. If you have ever used it, then you can see that there are a number of features within this single application it provides. So we are just creating a UI clone for this, and it's just for a demo purpose. Then we are creating an empty activity. Right click, go to new, then activity, choose empty activity, and here I am giving the activity name as splash activity. Okay, so again we need one more activity here. So this activity, name it as board activity. Okay, so everything is okay, all the UI things are generated or created, and we have to come within this splash activity, alt plus enter to import this resource within this set content view. Okay, so now we gonna go within this, like this is the manifest, but we need to go within the XML code of this particular activity. So it is here, activity splash.xml, split it, and then what we gonna do next is to just minimize this, and then I have to remove this constraint layout here, and then within this layout I have to replace it by relative layout. Okay, so do the same for the closing one also, and then what I gonna do next is to give inner layout for it, like image view. Okay, so we are within this image view, and then make it center in parent true as we are using the relative layout. Okay, and now we're gonna give the source image for this. Okay, so the source image within this drawable, but it is not present right now. So what we gonna do is to show you that where does it appears. Okay, so let me go to within resource, then drawable. As you can see, there are no images, and I have to open these images. So these are the images. I have provided the link within this video description. You can download them, and then just doing the same as I am doing, I am just copying all the images and then paste them here. Control V or right click paste, then choose drawable and click OK. I have provided the link of these image zip file. You have to unzip it or extract it, then you have to paste them within the drawable. Then you will be facing few errors like color and all these. So we have to create these things within the resource. So first let me minimize this, and color is located within this values. Okay, so here we have to give some custom colors also. So what we're gonna do is to provide some custom colors here. Now we have to give the colors in the form of hex, and then like I have copied this, and here I will be just changing the color name and its hex value. Okay, so first I am changing the color name, making it gray 40, gray 400, 300 and 200. Then I'll be changing the hex code for this particular colors. Okay, so the first one is changed. Now that's the time for the second one. Okay, and afterwards the third one is there, so I have to change the hex code for this also. So here you can see that from darker gray to light gray it has set it down. Okay, again we have to give some color primary, color accent also. So we have to give this here, and then name. You have to provide the name for this, so the name is color primary. Okay, and now I have to give the hex value for that. So here I'll be giving the hex value. It is purple color, as you already know that the PhonePe app uses the purple color as its main color. Okay, than the darker one, so its hex color definitely the different one. So here I'm giving the different hex color here, and then now what I gonna do next is like I'm giving the color accent also. Okay, so the accent color will have the different hex value. So here I'll be giving the different hex value for the accent color. Okay, so now it's done. Now we have to create a dimension also, dimension XML for managing the dimension. So just to value resource file we have to create by right clicking there, go to new, then create it. Okay, here you have to give the name of this file. So I have given it the name as diamonds. Okay, so now what I gonna do next is just we have this and within the resources part we have to provide this like dimensions, and here we have to give the name of that particular dimension like activity, then horizontal, and its margin. Like for activity the horizontal margin should be 16 dp, and then we have again it's like we have a horizontal done. Okay, then we have the vertical. Okay, so here I'm taking that vertical. Again what I gonna do next is like and now I have to give like design and then bottom. Okay, then navigation. Okay, so we have to provide the dimension for this also. Okay, so this is done. Now we are ready to go within the drawables and see what does the other error is. Okay, so here we have to import this resources in which the layout is located. So just import this class. So if you don't have these error, then don't worry, there's no need to see that. Okay, so just import this one also. So okay, now we are in within this splash, and now we have to go to within this XML. Okay, and now what, now we have to give the source file for this particular image view. So here I'll be giving that, and now it is named as splash. Okay, again what I gonna do next is to close this particular image view, and you can see in the right hand side of your screen that splash screen ready. Okay, so now what I gonna do next is to come within this what we have other than this. Okay, so this plus part is done. Okay, and now we have different activities and fragments. So let me choose this main activity here and just split it, and within this activity we have to make new views. Okay, so first of all we have to remove this particular text view from here, and after removing this particular text view, what we're gonna do next is to just replace this constraint layout by the relative layout. Okay, so here we have replaced that particular constraint layout, and we have to provide the ID for this relative layout as container. Okay, now make some space here, and then what I gonna do next is to provide toolbar here. Okay, so like width and height should be match parent and wrap content. Okay, so the ID for this is toolbar. Okay, no issues. Then we have the particular background, and then the background should be color primary. Okay, no issues, and this should be okay. Okay, yeah, so this is the toolbar, and the toolbar must be closed. And afterwards what I gonna do, as we have to provide a few more things for this particular toolbar, such as the text and the navigation draw. Okay, so we are using the custom navigation draw. For that I have to provide this image view here, and for the image view I'm taking the width and height as 24 dp each. Okay, so now the margin from the end is 7 dp, and then we have the source, and like drawable, it is also located within that, like HUM hamburger. Okay, so like we have given this navigation draw hamburger sign. Okay, now we have to provide the name also, so the particular text view will be there. So here I have to give the width and height as wrap content for this text view, and then the text size should be 20 sp. Okay, and now the color should be white for this, as it appears in the PhonePe official app also. Okay, so like this I've given, and I have to provide the ID for this particular text view as title underscore toolbar. Okay, now I have to provide the tool text or this Android text here as phone pay, or we can manage it by from the Java file also. Okay, so you can choose to be remove this. It's just to show you we can do the same from the Java file. Okay, so I have removed it. Okay, finally I have to close it. Okay, so almost the text view and the image view has completed for this particular uh, main activity. Okay, now I have to provide the frame layout in which there will be a container for fragments, as we use the various fragment in this within this app. So we need this frame layout. I have to give the ID for this, as I've given the ID as home underscore view. Okay, now we have the width and height as match parent and match parent, and this layout should be above, like what we can give the like navigation. I have to provide this view also, as it's showing the red line. Okay, then this should be under this toolbar. Okay, so the white screen you are seeing right now in the right side will contain this. Okay, now we have to create the bottom navigation also, so that the bottom navigation ID will be navigation. That's why I've given that. So this frame layout will be above that bottom navigation and below that toolbar. Okay, so I have to give the background for this, and the background should be Android attribute and then window background. Okay, for this particular bottom navigation view, and align parent bottom true, like it will be in the bottom. So make it true, as we are using the parent layout as relative layout, so this property will definitely gonna work. Now we have to give the value for this, but we haven't created the menu yet, so I have to create it. But before that I have to give the ID for this as navigation, so that the error in line number 35 will remove. Perfectly fine, it is removed. Now only one error left out, that is we have to create a menu. So just right click on this resource and then new, then go for the Android resource directory, and here we have to give the name as menu and choose the resource type as menu. Click on OK. So this menu is created. Now just right click new and then menu resource file, and here you have to give the name as the navigation. Okay, so for now we have created this, and we have to provide the values for this. Okay, so what will be the options available within that bottom navigation will be decided by this menu file. Okay, so let me just do it like this. Okay, so for now, like we have to give the various items here. Okay, and with ID like navigation, giving ID for this particular item as navigation home, so it will be redirecting to the home page. Okay, now we need icon for this, so all the icons are available within the drawable. That zip file link that I provided in the video description, you can check that out. Okay, no issues. And now let me copy this and paste it again. Okay, so again what I have to do here is to just change this like navigation offers, and then also I have to change the icon for this like IC offer 24 dp, yeah, and change the title to offers. Okay, then again I have to copy this and paste it here. Then we have to make change within this certain things like ID and icon and then the title. So the ID is changed to the navigation underscore payment, and then we have the icon within the drawable, and again we have to give the title as like scan and pay, but ampersand sign is not working. We'll fix it out. Okay, but now I have copied it again to provide one more like account, and then here we have to give the icon, and then we have the title, so I'm giving the title as my account. Okay, no issues. Now what I gonna do next is to give another one like transactions. This is the last one. Okay, I have to change its icon also, so I'm changing the icon. Also I have to give the title, so giving the title as transactions. Okay, no issues, all thing done. And now what I gonna do next is just see this phase, like one error is there, and this error that because of that ampersand bust, you have to just do nothing, just click on that red bulb appearing in the left side on the 18th line. Okay, so let me do that. Okay, so what I gonna do is to scan pay, and we have to make it like this, and again we'll face an error, but we have to extract this from this string. Click on OK. Here you can see that the error is removed. Okay, so this is done. Now we are within this main activity. You can see that there are no errors here also. Okay, so now